We come together tonight to celebrate Christmas Eve, a night of wonder, a night of awe, a night to tell an ancient story of hope, opening our hearts in the coming together of the unlikeliest of communities. Each night that a child is born is a wondrous night, each child holy. As Marjorie Rice comes forward to light our chalice, I will read our opening words from Ernest H. Sommerfeld, who says, "We believe that some stories live forever because of what they tell us about ourselves and our world. The angels singing an anthem of peace and goodwill could be heard forever because they are a message of radical love in the human heart. The humble shepherds who had ears to hear and hearts to receive a message of joy remind us of our own responsibility to show up. The three wise persons so faithfully seeking the way of a star remind us to go in search again, year after year, for as long as the years shall be, for they are the story of our quest for what is best in ourselves and in each other. This is the story we come together now to tell once more. Let us enter this story together. Please rise as you're willing and able for our opening hymn, number 225, O Come, Emmanuel.
Let us tell this familiar story about a family who lived long, long ago in a city far, far away from here, where there lived an emperor named Caesar Augustus. One day, the emperor called together his advisors and said,
"I need more money to fund my army. Send up soldiers all the land. They must tell people that no matter where they are, they must journey back to the town they were born, and everyone must sign their name in big books and pay me a tax."
Now the people of the land heard the decree and knew that they had to obey. One family was made up of two young people, Joseph and Mary, who were from Nazareth. Mary was very young and very pregnant, but they knew the laws, so onto the donkey Mary climbed, and off they set onto the dusty pathway. They walked and walked and walked, stopping at night as the wind crept up and the desert cold set in. Mary bumping along on the spine of the donkey until one day she felt that they urgently needed to find a safe place.
Mary said to Joseph that she needed to be somewhere warm and quick. And Joseph must have run to knock on doors, pleading to be let in, but people turned them away, taking one look at Joseph and his young wife and the troubles that she might bring them, and said, "There is no room at the inn."
You are not welcome here. Well, okay, I'll let you sleep in my old stables out back, but you need to know the stable is old and not very clean. It's the place where my animals stay, the possum, the cat, and the turtle. It smells terrible, but you could sleep there on their old hay.
Certainly not me. I don't stink. I keep myself very clean.
What does stink mean? I don't know the conjure meaning of that word.
My analysis has uncovered that deodorant has not yet been invented. Therefore, I believe everyone here smells equally bad.
Yeah, we stink.
And so it was that while they were there in this stable, Mary gave birth to her son. She wrapped him in a cloth and laid him in the manger. Now let us sing Away in the Manger. Now, who was there in that stable to gather around this family in their most tender moments but the animals? I wonder, did the animals assist her, cleaning the baby or nestling up next to her as they realized, as any animals would, this momentous event that was happening?
Oh my goodness.
I am not cleaning that baby.
I think the baby is kind of cute.
Body scans indicate that only 2 of these humans have any biological similarities. Does not compute.
There were shepherds living in the fields, keeping watch over their flocks by night. To them came a heavenly host of angels, and they were sore afraid. The angels told them not to worry and that a baby had been born in a barn. And so they went and sighed in wonder that each child which comes into the world is born a Redeemer. Please rise as you're willing and able for our second carol, number 237, The First Noel.
behold, an angel stood before them, and a light shone all around, and the shepherds were so afraid.
Whoa.
Great. Now they think it's bedtime.
Turn it off. It's too bright.
The angel said to them,
Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy for all people. For a baby is born in the city of Bethlehem, and this will be a sign to you. You will find an ordinary baby sleeping in a manger, an ordinary baby with great love inside, just as there is great love inside each of you. A baby will grow up and try to show us how to live in peace and how to love each other, just as each one of you does.
and suddenly the sky was filled with angels, singing beautiful songs. You can stay up here. Let us all rise and sing Angels We Have Heard on High, number 231.
As in any family, when a baby is born, the news moves fast and people travel to you. Everyone wants to see that baby. Now, during this time, King Herod had heard that someone they were calling a king had been born, and he didn't like this because he was the king. So he sent a wise person to investigate, and he came, bringing medicines and herbs to support Mary and the baby's body, bringing treasures and good scents to perfume the barn.
Is this for all of us?
Dibs on the gold.
No, let's let them keep the gold. Maybe they can use it to get their own room. It's getting really crowded down here.
Frankincense? Is that frankincense? I hate frankincense.
smell nice.
3 wise people came from a faraway land because they had seen a bright star in the sky and followed it to the barn. Now let us sing We Three Kings, number 259. Once the 3 wise ones had offered their gifts, there was a loud scurrying sound. Animals, all creatures, great and small, drawn by the bright star. And all of the visitors who were coming wanted to see the little baby sleeping in the manger.
Wow, so many people. We should have charged an entry fee.
Let's look closer to see what the baby looks like.
When mammals are first born, they are helpless. Therefore, by deductive reasoning, it is clear that this is a human baby.
Every baby is a blessing and a joy. Imagine what wondrous things this baby will do.
Soon enough, the angels advised the wise people to head back to the east rather than go report to Herod. For King Herod was so angry that people were calling the baby a king, that he was going to come and kill all the babies in the area. The angels told Mary and Joseph to hasten and go to Egypt, and so they took one more look around their safe place before they left. Now let us sing, O Little Town of Bethlehem, number 246.
Our reading today is an excerpt from Reverend Kendall Gibbons' reflection this morning. She said, "Tonight, a baby will be born in the city of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. In the ruins of a bombed-out hospital, a teenage refugee will seek shelter because the time has come for her to be delivered. And she will bring forth her child, as women have done for millennia, with little fanfare, just glad for the ordeal to be over, wrapping him in whatever scraps of blankets she can find. wondering why in this, of all the ill-fated historical moments, she had the misfortune to become pregnant, and wondering what will become of her son, growing up homeless and despised among a captive people. Her fiancé had succeeded in making arrangements to slip her beleaguered family across the Egyptian border to seek safety from a militant assault in which they had no part except to search for the protection of their child. What do you think will happen to that little boy? Will he ever live to grow up in a land of war? Will he arrive at young manhood as a radical, wronged by the way his people have suffered? Would you believe me, she said, if I told you that he was destined to become an Oseh Shalom, a peacemaker? Or a Radfei Shalom, one who pursues peace, of whom the gospel says that they shall be called the children of God? A teacher who will bring about reconciliation between the nations, whose violence so profoundly shaped the circumstances of his birth. Would you say that that would be a miracle? Would you call me an idealist or a dreamer? Here ends the reading. Before we take our offering, I invite Deacon and Haley to get baskets. Each Christmas Eve, we take a donation to our ministerial discretionary fund, which offers aid to members of our community in need. We have done so much with this fund. We have paid bills, rent, car payments, tuition, books for school. So many people in our community use this fund, perhaps someone sitting next to you or you. We thank you so much for your generosity. This is one of the most direct ways that we have to support our community. The offering will now be given and received in grateful appreciation of our church. Would you call us idealists? Would you call us dreamers if we were to live into the spirit of Christmas by holding out hope? If we were, despite all the odds of a troubled, hurting world, breathing fire into the embers of joy, knowing that we have within us a capacity to bring about a song of love so beautiful that we might be mistaken for angels, that we have within our flock so much strength that people would think we shepherds, within our minds a wisdom so deep that our offerings will twinkle like the scented treasures for many years. Come, let us dream tonight, if only for tonight. Let us see in the coming light the promise of Christmas, the promise of justice, of peace. If only for tonight, let us celebrate that although the future is not ours to see, the sun shall now return, and with it brings untold hope, peace, and spring for humankind. This is the end of one story, and the beginning of another, and another, and another.
I am grateful to have witnessed this miracle of new life. It really makes me respect the interdependence of all existence that we're a part of.
You know, actually, this experience reminds me of the inherent worth and dignity of every living thing.
Even me.
Well, why is there a robot in this story?
I would guess the story was written by a bunch of you-yous.
Oh, look, the baby is starting to fall asleep. Let's all be quiet.
When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, that is when the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among people, to make music in the heart. Go from here and Merry Christmas.